Is everyone having fun? Good. My friends, who I have many of you, know that I love a good game, so I'm going to join that word association. Our university, inclusive prosperity. Our Carlson School, a better tomorrow. Our leaders, visionary. Our students, awesome. And a big yes to Shree's woohoo. It is such an honor to celebrate the Carlson School, our centenarian, with all of you. After all, she is we, as her stories tell our stories, and her longevity and riches, our shared legacy. Imagine for a moment if her birthday candles represented not years, but moments of impact. It would be a huge flame. It would be impossible to extinguish, burning bright, bright with force, a force for good. Think about it, 100 years, a century. Think about her development from teething to teenager to wise elder and every stage in between. The evolution following a path driven at first by the need to respond, and then a need to explore her possibilities. From the demands of the Industrial Revolution to the possibilities explored and found by countless visionaries, leaders, and supporters, like all of you. Decade by decade, she emerged. She evolved. She transformed. So think about this. From 14 in the inaugural graduating class to over 1,500 across more than 10 degree programs. From a class dominated by men, more than 40% women now, let's hear it for that. And students from across the nation and the world. From the name the University of Minnesota Business School to the Carlson School of Management, from a classroom in Minnesota to classrooms around the globe, and from no place to call home when classes were sprinkled around the university to 2 buildings on the West Bank. So think about it. She grew from humble roots to global prominence. As I walked in tonight, and as I stand here now, I couldn't help but wish there was one person that was standing with me here today, and that would be my grandfather, Curt Carlson. He would be so proud. He would be beaming. I think he would have shaken all of your hands once and then come back around and done it again. And the reality is, I can stand here and I know that even his most ambitious of dreams for the Carlson School have been surpassed, and his family steadfast in their support. For those who know me, it isn't lost on me that I'm fulfilling a promise as I stand here today. My grandfather, Curt, was equal parts passionate advocate for Minnesota, the university, and Carlson, and a firm believer that the prosperity of Minnesota was interlinked with the prosperity of the university. This passion, belief, and advocacy led him to a transformational gift to the university, to that what was then the University of Minnesota Business School. It was transformational in its power of purpose and calculation. The majority of the dollars earmarked to help attract, retain the best and the brightest thought leaders, a world-class faculty. He thoughtfully, thanks, Mom. Mom's up here cheering me on, so. He thoughtfully surmised that the way to climb the rankings was have the best thinkers, the best faculty. So with a purposeful gift and a goal, he moved from imagining the value of a top-ranked management school for our state to breathing life into a top-ranked school with global reach. His vision for her possibilities joining with countless others who came before and after. Celebrating a dream tonight. We're celebrating a dream realized. We have dreams of groundbreaking research, a reality. Dreams of global contribution, a reality. Dreams of a better Minnesota, a reality. A century forward and a century of dream makers. From the earliest deans, does anyone remember George Dowry or Russell Stevenson? I assume you're in the front if you do. Who understood that business theory and business practice were linked. The Carlson School, then and now, a partner with our business community, sharing knowledge and resources. They propel each other, and you know what? They're grateful for one another. They recognize the power of the relationship. From the Great Depression to the go-go days of the 1960s, our faculty and researchers, from Walter Heller to E. Jerome McCarthy, have influenced public policy and marketing innovations. Way back when, the word interdisciplinary wasn't even in the dictionary. Our School of Business, well, we had ag in business, engineering in business, pharmacy in business, and we continue to lead the way. And the best today, our faculty, do you think they're just ranked in the nation? They're actually ranked in the world, top rank in the world. The most recent Center for World University rankings places us fourth behind only Harvard, Wharton, and Michigan. A big woohoo! Our business analytics degree ranks fourth in the nation. Our supply chain management, sixth in the nation. Our part-time MBA program, seventh. We are good. No, wait a second. We are great, and we are global. But best of all, we are committed. We are committed to a principled approach. In this moment, it's what we need. Business as a force for good. And by the way, this is my favorite, so I think you ought to listen really closely, especially all of the women in the room. For the last 15 years, we've been led by two remarkable women deans, one of whom now finds herself partnering for today and tomorrow, the president of the university. Imagine that. Two women deans and now a woman president. If that's not forward momentum and leadership, what is? Okay, I've tried to train you. I love the clapping, but where's the woohoo? In all seriousness, as we look at the stories, all of your stories, the story of our Carlson School, we're reminded, and history reminds us, change is constant. Progress and innovation bring forth challenges and demands that ask of our leaders, institutions, and citizens. And from 1919 to 2019, the Carlson School found success and purpose because individuals, from faculty to deans, to university presidents, to community leaders, to business leaders, to public servants, continued to dream and believe, and to meet that demand with a knowing that her success is interlinked with the positive progress for Minnesota and now far beyond. So thank you, Dean Zahir. It's with gratitude because you are continuing to hold high expectations. You're continuing to dream boldly for our Carlson School of Management. You've expanded her possibility, and you actually have expanded her voice. You've lived her values, business as a force for good. You've brought us to this place where we have leaders prepared to tackle challenges and seize opportunities. prepared in every way to be a force for good. Grateful I am, grateful we are. Thank you, Dean, for here.